Good evening, everyone. We have the first game of a series between atomraptors and dk9146. I am Oog37. Welcome to the DWR round of 16. Best of 3. So this is the start of the series. With me on commentary is the one, the only, for Ron Burgundy. Mr. Burgundy, why don't you tell us what we're all looking for tonight?
Well, at the moment we're looking at some not so good strength, but as far as the overall goal here, the object of our players is to find and defeat the evil Dragon Lord. They'll need to collect certain items to gain access to Charlotte Castle, the home of the Dragon Lord. They'll also be fighting enemies one at a time to gain experience and levels to get stronger, as well as gold to purchase weapons, armor, and items to help in their quest. But as we can see here, not a great start, no magic to help them out. A decent amount of hit points, but with that 6 attack, you're looking pretty much at slimes and red slimes to start off here.
So as far as the chat will go, this is a perfect way to start. As far as the runners will go, and they're like, oh no, another one of these.
It does have the potential to be a bit of a sluggish start, but who knows? We could get hurt more at level 2, and then next thing you know, we're off to the races. Our runners are guaranteed to get all 10 spells by level 16, but they could be in any order, so it's hard to say. But we do have here the king giving the instructions to both of our runners, and they will open the 3 chests that will help them out in the opening here. We do have a set of wings.
Oh, we can fill up on
a great setup here. So wings, gold, and the key. So they're going to use the wings here to get out of the castle. Ideally, they're going to go to use that key in the back of Tantagel to where the key shop is, purchase 6 more keys, and then go raid that treasury.
Which is exactly what any sane player would do. An insane player would do something totally different.
That's why we're here in the booth.
Yes, I know. I would go out and check the armory first and not get the or treasury first and not get a key fund and be like, dang, I'm lost this race already.
I mean, if that armory happened to have a key and and
more money,
I guess, that's all you would need is a replacement key at that point. You'd pretty much be able to have the same setup, and we do see our runners. Wow, this is a bit of a divergence here, as DK is dark walking the tablet cave here, whereas atomraptors noped out of it.
A silver harp already.
Silver harp.
Oh my god, the big swing!
Erdrick's sword, an herb, and a dragon scale.
Okay, guys, he's gonna be okay. We have found the dragon scale.
That dragon scale, once it's put on, that adds 2 additional defense points to your total. But right now, with that 46 attack power, you're looking pretty good at hacking through any of those first-tier enemies here.
Skeletons are nice when you have a Erdrick sword right off the bat. As long as they don't kill you.
Well, yeah, the defense is a bit of a challenge, but yeah, most of those second-tier level enemies are looking pretty good because you'll basically be able to two-shot them here.
And hurt more at level 3.
I wasn't too far off, was I?
You were not. So now I just gotta ask, hey, chat everybody who's here early, when are we getting heal more? You just throw the level between 4 and 16. That's all I want to see.
We already have level 4 coming up here. 3, 4, 4, and 2. Rather inconsequential. DK now going to use that sword on Metal Scorpion here and going to get a couple of levels as well.
Hey, if you're a person like me, you already have a Radiant spell and you don't have to worry about Dark Walking anything anymore.
Yeah, atomraptor is going to do some exploration and figure, I can check the back of Tantagel a little bit later. We did see that it was a cursed belt in that tablet cave that DK had dark walked.
And I bet you was just noping out of the tablet cave right away once atomraptors does check it.
Oh, and that could be a possibility too. Atomraptors might be opting to wait until acquiring the outside spell to check that, and that can save half of the walk.
Absolutely.
Figure, all right, I have Hurt More. I have Erdrick's Sword. I've got a ton of offense here. I'm a bit of a glass cannon to get things started.
Level 5.
And
1, 3, 2, 1. Magic.
So that death may not be a terrible thing here for level 5, as that huge MP boost, that's 5 castings of Hurt More right there.
That's exactly what you want to see on a nice level. Okay, looks like atomraptors is going to check the back now. Schmike says this zone 2 is great. I don't disagree. When do we get wyverns? Is that zone 3?
Yeah, zone 2 only goes up to a wolf, and then everything after that is just fair game. So, yeah, zones 3 through 17. So, yeah, it could be anywhere out there, or the randomizer could have rolled wyverns to not even pop up at all.
Yeah, it's weird when the randomizer gives some enemies the night off. It's weird when they give the fun police the night off. I've had that before, and it's the weirdest thing in the world.
Yes, those red dragons are rather problematic. They are nicknamed the Fun Police because, as one of the strongest and most agile enemies in the game, it's hard to do damage to them, it's hard to run away from them, and, 20... Was that 20 agility?
20,002.
Oh, 20 strength.
Oh, wow. It was a palindrome. Sure, get some money. Hurt more like gold, man. There's still no sheep. Oh, we have a town. And
the town of Cantlin, the proverbial shopping mall of Alifgard.
With 800, would you be looking for some sort of armor, or are you looking for that large shield right away?
I would think that the large shield would be the best bang for your buck at this point, and that's exactly what DK goes for here in the southern shop of Cantlin. It adds to your total.
I ask these questions so I can be better at this game. Ooh, got a medal. I ask these questions so I can be better at this game.
Well, DK is going to try hurt-mooring this. Maybe the Armored Knight has some sort of ability. If it does, we haven't seen it yet, and that's going to send DK back. And now, 20, 0, 0, and 2. Empty Eye loves the agility and hit point lack of gains.
Well, think about it. There's 3 zeros in between the 2s, even with that 20 agility. So, like, triple eye, like third eye.
Well, I don't think the fact that, I mean, that's just seen as 20. I don't know how Empty Eye feels about palindromes.
That's okay. If Empty Eye is in the chat, Empty Eye can answer for us.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch.
Well, what's wrong with stretching? It makes your body feel limber and good.
But if you're stretching the truth, it doesn't feel so great. Now, atomraptors here in Cantlin, as DK looks to be heading back in that direction as well.
And we still really don't have the HP to go check our friend the wizard with coordinates, but soon enough. We have the keys already because we had a great start, so I wonder, what kind of coordinates do you want for this seed as a player, and what kind of coordinates would you want for this seed as a spectator?
As a player, you want it to be as close to the castle as possible so you don't have to worry about counting. As an audience member, you kind of want to see something, I'd say, in the upper 70s, maybe lower 80s in both directions. So that way it's something that's not easily reverse countable, but not easily walkable either.
I like the way you think, sir. And they're both just kind of hanging around Cantlin, trying to level up at the moment. We are about, 37 away on DK's side? He's at 300.
Yeah, 337 is the target number for level 7. And a back attack from the Armored Knight. One shot.
Another down for DK.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the Armored Knight's he's just out for blood. Ooh, we have
Garen to do it. We have Garen over on DK's side.
Now, is Garen's ham, is it salted and aged and smoked at the proper length for the proper time? Because it is Garen's ham.
Well, there isn't... I mean, it's just Garen ham. It's not Garen's ham. Hey, we have treasure chests in the back here. Let's see. We have another cursed belt. We have a fighter's ring. Once that's put on, that will add 2 additional attack power. And we have an herb.
Garen's stash. Come on, jerk. That's Swamp North.
Based on the movement, yeah, that is the northern end of Swamp Cave, and DK just kind of giving a little walk to it here. Interesting.
Ooh, Atomraptors gets level 7 with the death of an AK.
So 0, 2, 0, 10, and hurt.
No, I mean we have hurt. I mean we have hurt, and we have the dragon scale. We are set for this game. Hurt mores for green dragons are wonderful things.
When they take it out in one shot. Now, a little dicey there, but DK gonna... I'm not sure if DK is just trying to level up in here, or what exactly the game plan is.
Was there a gold chest?
Oh, that green was the spike. Okay, that makes a lot more sense based on the movement here. Okay.
Yeah. And is there a gold chest in that treasury? We have metal slime for Atomraptors. Stop spell is done. So metal slimes have stop spell.
In Garenham there wasn't, and I don't believe there was in the Tantagel treasury either.
So we don't have. So he wasn't going for a. He was just checking the spike tile. Wasn't going to see if there was a gold grind he could initiate. And we're still going with this metal slime. The metal slime hasn't run away yet. Hurt more!
Oh!
Stop spell and hurt more. I guess it's a double stop spell if you run into a metal. Jeez. Yeah, Mike, you're right. And Smike said in chat, there's the other shoe. It did totally fall. We got a blue dragon on DK's side.
Tries to run away and does so with 4 HP. Opts not to use any kind of herbs. Perhaps is just going wherever the wind takes him here.
Kill until killed.
And the old 3 out of 16 chance of missing occurs on the Wraith Knight over on DK's side. And that 18 and change %, well, that sends DK back.
I guess everything through this northern swamp, eh? The whole map.
Does look to be funneling in that direction here.
Because once you get past that swamp, you come back out down south towards the palace again. But it doesn't look like there's a connection underneath.
I think with that gold build up here, DK looking, I would imagine, for some sort of a mid-tier armor, perhaps chainmail for 300.
Oh, how much you got after sleeping?
After the end, 762. So yeah, not enough for the half plate.
Nothing wrong with the chainmail, though. Not at this point. And there it is in the South Mall. And our radiant reveals Swamp North for us. You're gonna get golemed, boy. You're almost. Again.
Ooh, one shot by the Green Dragon, hitting for 37 hit points in a row.
Level 8 has been hit by DK. 2 speed, 2 hit points, 4. So 0-2-2-4.
Yeah, after that big strength boost early, it makes sense that a couple levels are going to be a bit more scarce. There's the Rainbow Drop Cave.
So Steve Martin is living on his own instead of in someone's basement tonight.
Yes, the Rainbow Drop Cave, known also as the Jerk Cave, because if you don't have all the items to trade in for the Rainbow Drop, most specifically Erdrick's token, he will throw you out of the cave like the jerk that he is.
And even when he gives you the Rainbow Drop, he's still very aloof.
Well, so am I, but chat doesn't hold that against me. That I know of. Hey, there's a red dragon!
The fun police are here to take the fun out of your life. So are the metal slimes.
And that puts both of our runners back to the start here.
And while we're at the 15-minute, would anybody mind throwing up a little link for our runners in chat, please? And everyone, when those links come up, please hit those 2 little links that come up and hit the little purple follow buttons. It just makes everybody's community better. It makes the DWR community stronger. And these guys are doing a fantastic job at providing the entertainment, even though the seed is not allowing us to get much progression. And while we're at it, our restreamer is High Spirits. Go follow him. Our tracker is Mike W. Go follow him. And if you haven't followed Burgundy yet, I don't know what you're thinking. And what you are thinking is wrong.
Well, let's not insult the people here.
I won't insult the people. I'm just telling them that they need to get following on the Burgundy.
The opinions expressed are solely those of Oog37 and in no way reflect Ferran Burgundy, RPG Limit Break, or any of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community. I disclaimer the daylights out of that. I'm saving my... Yeah.
I second that disclaimer.
Meanwhile, back on the field, we have atomraptors getting to level 8, being fairly disappointed, and now looking to explore while also attempting to get to level 9.
We're 67 points away from level 9 on DKs. The stop spell had no effect. Reduced by 1, the metal slime attacks.
And a crit.
And the experience lead is now in Z's. No, not in Z's favor, almost. But, sorry, not in Raptor's favor. He's come so close, just with that 1.
Yeah, both runners looking to get to 975 experience to get to level 9.
And the Stolen Man wants nothing to do with atomraptors getting there right now. Power by 8, speed by 3, hit points 1, magic 2. You already had 100 AP with Erdrick's sword and the fighter's ring on, and we found Sharlock.
Yep, that series of stone blocks, that is where the runners are going to use that rainbow drop right in that little water tile there to build a bridge and get into the final castle.
The Big C.
So I did mention earlier and manifest an early Hurtmore, and I think your manifestation seems to be a later heal and heal more spell, as we have yet to find one at level 9. So it's testing our runners' ability to use and maintain herbs for healing as they explore throughout the land.
And it prompts my next question. We now have a double-digit level that Healmore is coming, 10 to 16. Hey, check that. 10 to 16, what do you think? I'm going with 12.
I need to find an envelope to put on my head here if I'm going to pull a Karnak the Magnificent. No, I guess I'll go with level 14.
Stop corpsing me. Trying to call a race here. So the commentators have 12 and 14, but I don't see chat really getting in on this. Come on, chat. You know when you want to see Healmore. You know you all want to see it at 16. So why don't you just say it?
Well, if they know that we know, then they're probably figuring why bother say it.
So we have record.
You can take record. I'm going back to the action here. All right. Raptor's going with an interesting play here of selling some of those cursed belts and purchasing some sundries here in Garenham, as DK about to go back into Cantlin, it looks like, probably to purchase more herbs.
Oh yeah, no. By level 9 without any healing spell whatsoever, you've already exhausted so much gold on herbs. And they're only 24 a shot.
And of course the NPC making presence felt as well.
Well, if the NPC's not... If that little soldier is not flirting with the shop girl, is something really right in Dragon Warrior? I didn't think so.
So back into the swamp cave here as DK now re-herbed up.
And gets 650 gold for his problems. Or his trials, or whatever he decides to do.
For his magical efforts.
There we go. That's the word that I missed. You know what? I don't mind wasting all of that MP on this dragon right here, what atomraptors is doing. I think that's a really, really good, as long as you got a lot of 1 kills. But you have long as you have the herbs, that also works too. But still, taking the experience lead just by the grind right here.
DK, meanwhile, went into Garenham, purchased an upgrade in armor to the half plate. So that'll give another 6 defense added into the mix.
And with that large shield, has the has 10 defensive power more than atomraptors at this point, in the same level. And then you can send home immediately by Golem.
That's the other drawback, and our tracker Schmike noting that while it's a decent grind, you do run the risk of getting back attacked and sent home, as atomraptors did there, having a max HP of 37.
This max HP of 37 at 9 really is kind of like vomit-inducing. But I'm going to guess by 2 more levels we'll be at 60.
So you're seeing a surge in the next level or two.
I'm seeing a surge in the next level or two. I'm going to do the false prophet predicting thing of a surge in the next level of 2. You do Karnak, I will just make a fool of myself.
I don't think we've seen the key block shop yet, and we do see that there's a half plate there as well.
There's a magic armor there as well.
Little pricey, though, at the moment.
I mean, it's normal price, of course. You can only afford what you can afford, naturally. But we have a large shield on Atomraptor's side, so now, as far as equipment goes, we are even. As far as homework goes, we are even. So what's our difference in experience?
1. So yeah, this is pretty even thus far. About 25 minutes in, it's anybody's race still here.
You know what? It's a great thing, though, when 25 minutes in, you don't see anybody with such a big lead that it's like, okay, guys, we gotta guess something catastrophic to happen to make this thing a close race again. I love this. This is a one turn going the wrong way, and everything could collapse. Early on FS14, the big stick was found long before level 9.
Yeah, they started off with wings, gold, and a key. Were able to purchase keys in the back of Tantagel, and in the Tantagel treasury held the silver harp as well as Erdrick's sword. And because they already had such offensive power via their weapon, 2 levels later, at level 3, they got the Spell of Hurtmore.
And it looks like we got level 10 on DK's side, power by 1. 1, 3, 1133, 1133. We got the 1133. It's we're about 2 hours and 5 minutes early for that, though. At least on my clock.
Yeah, a beautiful level for chat who enjoys Schadenfreude. For the runners, it's probably leaving them with a few words that can't be said here on RPG Limit Break.
I've probably accidentally said them and profusely apologized for them on RPG Limit Break before, and on DWR Randomizer before. So they can be said, they just can't be said with any confidence and without a whole bunch of apologies afterwards.
Like with a lot of things in life, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I will agree with you wholeheartedly.
So we still haven't seen the Grave of Garenham, or the Grave of Garen, I should say. We haven't seen the Mountain Cave as of yet, so those are 10 treasure chest locations right there. Neither of our runners have, based on this low HP, have attempted to get the coordinates in Cantlin.
Well, I wouldn't either. There's not enough magic points for that. Or not enough herbs for that. So you don't have any magic to spend on heals yet. We have some herb replenishment for atomraptors. Ton of pull, baby. DK gets himself.
Well, that is a huge gain.
And Adam Raptors gets himself a trip back to the king via Axe Knight.
Left and wrecked by the Axe Knight.
Once again, I will concede.
That sleep spell, not exactly ideal.
But right now we're at level 10 and we're averaging four hit points and less than 6 magic points a level. Or, like, boo.
And now DK finding out about the sleep-clad armored, or the Axe Knights, rather.
I'd like to tell you that somebody has a lead, and the only way I can tell you that somebody has a lead is that DK has Erdrick's armor and Atom Raptors doesn't, but they're both being slayed by the same enemies at this time, so. DK can now go get coordinates, though.
Yeah, I think that early finding, I think that might be the pivot point here that kind of launches DK, as we do see 5 to the north and 78 east.
One second. Karnak has another. Ferran Burgundy would walk these coordinates.
I mean, it's not a straight shot east. I wouldn't like to do it, and I also don't know how much, what other things. Yeah, it's definitely it's again, just because you can manually count it doesn't necessarily mean you should. I would probably try, but that's why I'm here in the booth and not in the bracket stage of the tournament. So I tend to make not a lot of right decisions. But one bright decision that was made is a raid here from DW Randomizer. Welcome on in. We are about a half hour into this race here between dk9146 and Atom Raptors. Here on the call alongside Oog37, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and to give you kind of a brief synopsis of what all occurred here, a pretty fast start for our runners. They started in the throne room with wings, gold, and a magic key. So they were able to parlay that into getting into the treasury. And the treasury in Tantagel had the silver harp and Erdrick's sword. And from there, they were able to slash at some enemies, got hurt more at level 3. So far, the main difference between our two runners, DK has found the town of Cole, which has Erdrick's armor. Atom Raptors has not. And Atom Raptors just now attempting the acquisition of the coordinates, as well. We've gotten a lot of strength in the early going, but the HP not so much, as only 40 HP at level 10.
And 44 agility, while it's considered just a number, it does feed into your defense power, and until that's up around 85, you're really getting hit by the Dragon Lord.
And look at level 11 here. 5, 1, 1, 25, return, repel, and heal more.
I thought it was coming in the early teens. I said 12. Damn you, game. Excuse my language. Yeah, Adam got the cords without the armor and took the intentional death to get back home to see what they could do about the cords. Nobody know what the coordinates yet, though, is. Although, by the looks of it, it's got to be either the token or the stones. But then again, we've also haven't found Garen's grave or mountain cave yet, correct?
Correct, and that overworld item could also be the fairy flute, it could be the death necklace, so
Thank you.
Yeah, there are some possibilities that aren't necessarily as directly progressive as the token or the stones.
Artorius says it's better be fluked.
Both runners with the same idea here. Now that they have a little bit more of everything, pretty much, including the MP. Now, just trying to grind a little bit more, just to hopefully get that HP into a desirable spot before venturing outwards again.
I'm a big fan of grinding on green dragons as well.
DK momentarily will hit level 12. Atomraptors just another couple of these green dragons away. 2175 is going to be the target number. So I believe 3 more of them should do it. Now 2 more.
And 1 more because it's 3,000 for level 12, correct?
That is correct.
4125 for 13?
4125 for 13, yes.
This guy who only does very fast leveling is learning fast leveling levels pretty good.
So we have 51125. There's the big gain at 11, including the heal more.
The only thing that is like almost Dragon Lord ready is that 83 MP, and it's not even close.
Yeah, the other stats aren't exactly there yet. They certainly aren't. So we'll see what DK wants to do now. Just 18 experience away from level 12. Might want to actually encounter a droll here, as that'll put it right on the number, but hoping for bigger game to take out here.
Oh yeah, that red slime's gonna do it.
Druin's only 14, I believe. Yep, so still 4 away. And another Druin just to get over the hump. And let's see what level 12 brings into the mix. 4 power, 3 speed, 6 hit points, 1 magic point.
No.
I mean, I heard the music, but I didn't really see much of a level there, though.
Yeah, they're just trolling us at this point.
The game does have a tendency to do that. Yeah, the 6 HP, I joke that it's insignificant, but compared to where they were, I mean, 6 out of 41, that's an over 10% increase.
Yeah. No, that's vital. That's almost a second shot on somebody who's hitting you for 20. Like, you can survive the second shot and get another one in. So, nothing wrong with that. But it's still nothing you'd want to see by the time level 12 is. That's less than 4 HP per level.
So that just means it's a little backloaded, that's all.
Oh, of course it's a little backloaded. And I apologize to everyone in chat, but Ferran, this is the time of night where I gotta make sure that my kids are in bed. I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Is that cool?
Okay. Parenting takes priority here. I'll go ahead and solo it in the meanwhile. As a run attempt from DK sends him back here. Meanwhile, Atomraptors picking up some more herbs in Garenham. Exactly, Anchorman's spotlight. At this point, I mean, it's about exploration for the runners here, and also trying to gain some levels along the way, and not getting blocked by NPCs, as Atomraptor's having a little trouble with that. DK now going to join in Garenham here, and I have a feeling they're both going right back to that grind spot. And going after those green dragons. And Atomraptors continuing to use herbs is determined to hang on to that MP and specifically focus the Hurtmores on the green dragons. And of course, the Hurtmore does have a 1 in 8 chance of missing, or about a 12.5% chance. And that's exactly what occurred on Atomraptor's side, who is now just 9 experience away from level 12, and currently trailing in experience by about 424, now increased to over 500. Yeah, roughly a 3 green dragon difference. Yeah, it's very strange to see a grind at this particular point, but this is also that kind of choke point for the runners. They worry that if they do a lot of exploration at this juncture, they're not going to have the hit points to survive, and they're just going to keep wasting time getting sent back to the castle. At least with this grind and getting closer to levels, you have a chance to increase that HP and then go out venturing and exploring. Exactly, the seed is necessitating this particular grind. You don't necessarily like it, and you don't like using a heal more that normally does about 85 to 100 HP of healing when you have a max of 47, but the game has not given our runners the heal spell yet, which is a bit more reasonable based on their low HP. Now a demon knight, I should say. And DK gonna go ahead and rescue the princess here to give us a look at the, be able to kind of have your GPS, your Gwalen positioning system. She'll be able to tell you where she is in reference to your location, and that'll help you be able to figure out how far away you are from the castle, and in this case, where that overworld item is. But in order to acquire that item known as Gwalen's Love, you have to return the princess to the castle. And along with taking out the green dragon on the way out, oh, look at these boosts here. 11, 10, 4, 2, and there's our heal spell. Yeah, no outspide spell as of yet. It's going to be sometime at either 14, 15, or 16. But there is the return spell and a quick jaunt back to the castle. DK going to stop off and top off the MP. It's like a pit stop in an auto race. And now we'll acquire Gwalen's Love. That will give Atomraptors a chance to catch up and experience a little bit, as that lead has closed to 495 for DK. But having Erdrick's armor and now having Gwalen's Love out of the way, Adam is a bit behind on exploration, and I think that goes back to having found Erdrick's armor at this point, probably about 7-8 minutes ago? Actually, more than that. Let's see here. Oh, that was 15 minutes ago. Holy smokes. Time flies when you're having fun. So that was around the 28-minute mark. So I forget where exactly it was. I know it was over here to the east, maybe southeast, but Atomraptors needs to find coal and needs to find it quickly. Oh, it was southeast of Garenham? Alright, well there's Garenham on Atomraptor's side. There's a wyvern. And DK heading back in, possibly looking for level 14? Maybe not feeling that 51 HP is enough for any exploration?
What's DK going through, Dark? Gotta be going to grind on that green dragon.
That looks to be the case. Yep, going right back into it. So 5625 is the target number for level 14. And you can just see how things have progressed a little bit more. Just that finding of the armor, which Atomraptors is still not yet done.
Yeah. Did you better get it? Wasn't it here?
At this point, it's closing in on about 17 minutes ago that DK found it.
Yep. And we still haven't found. Oh, we have the princess, so it's just a grind for DK. He's already got the princess. Sorry,
Yes, DK did rescue the princess. Didn't bother venturing out yet. Does not feel comfortable with 51 max HP. Going out and doing any exploration, as I mean, that's pretty much a 2-shot from a red dragon, an armored knight, maybe a golem.
That's 69 DP, isn't that? Is that 2-shot from a red dragon, or can he get you in 1?
I don't think he can get you in 1.
How about Atomraptors 57? Because it looks like Atomraptors doing the same thing.
It's one of those things where you know it's going to hurt a lot, so why risk it?
Exactly. I do agree.
Yeah, the attack power is looking really good at this point, 124. It's almost endgame levels, as you can see by the orange.
Said 5625?
5625. And yeah, there's the other issue, as noted in chat, that Sharlock enemies that have sleep, the possibility of getting slept and wrecked. We've already seen that Axe Knights have the sleep spell.
They certainly do. Atomraptors picks up the princess. But thou must. DK. Ooh, get it. Ooh, got away from that demon knight too. Has no magic points left. That last hurt board did not work. Still filling up on herbs, even with the heal of the heal more. Interesting. Not a bad, but interesting.
It's just nice to have an alternative healing source.
So you don't have to waste magic points if you're grinding.
Yeah, just maybe to eke out that one extra enemy if you're real close to a level.
Absolutely, I hear you. Atomraptors returning Gwaelin to Lorik. DK going back to kill some green dragon.
Yeah, both runners I think have the same idea of, all right, there has to be a bulk gain of HP at some point.
Absolutely.
What level is it coming?
16. Chat, throw it in. We always love your input on these things. When do you think the bulk HP is coming?
Well, we'll see if it's 14 as DK has hit that level. We have 2 power, 21 speed, 2 hit points, 10 magic points, and outside.
That
bulk agility gain.
Easier. Kind of makes the grind easier, doesn't it? So 17, 19, 19, 15, 14, 42, 99, not 14, 22. I'm going with 15. I just have this feeling. 7,500. It's going to get us what we need. Looks like Atomraptor's going exploring.
And we know that that's not a bad idea, especially if Atomraptors runs into the town of Cole, as
Absolutely.
that has Erdrick's armor that DK has been able to push for an advantage a little over 20 minutes ago.
The Fun Police is not going to let Atomraptors get away right off the bat, or at all.
And that's the drawback to exploration at that point at level 13. Not having a lot of HP, the agility considerably lower. I mean, we see it's a 21 agility gain at level 14, and I mean, say what you will about it, that also would be an additional 10 defense.
I was going to say, agility may be a number, but DP is not. DP is a stat. DK got sent home.
For those joining a little bit late, Erdrick's sword was in Tantagel's treasury, which was able to be found pretty easy on in the beginning, thanks to our runners finding wings, gold, and a key in the throne room. Erdrick's armor is in Cole. Which has been found by DK, but not yet by Atomraptors.
Atomraptors seems to be looking for the town of MJF.
That find of the Erdrick's armor was in around the 28th minute, 29th minute, so it's been a good 22 to 23 minutes that DK has had that Erdrick's armor advantage.
So DK is back in Garrenham again to go back to the same old grind that both of them look to be doing. And I don't blame either of them for doing this. If I were in this situation with that much HP, I would be finding a grind that was nice and easy, and that if I were to get hit, it's not going to kill me in 1 or 2 shots. This green dragon seems to provide that.
Point of clarification in chat, both runners have the coordinates. Atomraptors did go in and get the coordinates, healing little by little, as those barrier tiles do 15 hit points of damage if you don't have Erdrick's armor. The coordinates have not been searched yet by either runner, as both runners feel that with their max HP in the low 50s, that any type of exploration is going to just lead to death and being sent back to the castle.
And not just believe Atomraptors tried it and the Fun Police sent them home, and I think DK tried it and then got slept in Axe Knight. DK's got about a 1,300 point lead right now. Neither of our runners have radishes, if I assume correctly.
Now here comes the big agility boost for Atomraptors at level 14.
Yet still knowing I still have to do this, but so does my opponent.
So what is radishes in this context? So in the town of Cantland, it's purely for memery. I will give that as a disclosure disclaimer. There is, for context, there is among the shops, there is a radish vendor in Cantland that, I mean, if you talk to it, you know, that just says buy my radishes today or something like that. And some people talk to them for the memes.
We are two green
fresh and cheap. Thank you. That's what it is. That vendor was there in vanilla. That's correct. Yeah, it's purely there for entertainment purposes.
And we are one green drag away from 15 for DK. And here we go. 2, 4, 13, and 8. That's a good start. It's not great, but it's a good start.
I mean, it's a 25% gain almost from level 14.
Yeah, but it's still what? Like, every time you get attacked by the Dragon Lord, you've got to heal more and you'll never get an attack in?
True, but they're not looking for Dragon Lord statistics at this point. They're just looking for the HP to be high enough for them to explore, to find the things to take on the Dragon
Lord. I know.
Lord.
We still have a lot of homework to do, don't we?
Yeah, this is a rather problematic challenge that our runners have had, and both runners are showing a good degree of patience here. There are some runners who favor exploration over grinding, who may, in this particular seed, just keep venturing out, dying, going back to the start, venturing out again, dying, going back to the start, lather, rinse, repeat.
Rage quit, and at the end.
Well, in a tournament scenario like this, I don't know if anybody would necessarily rage quit.
That's why I'm in the booth.
Yes, the less I say about that, the better. Meanwhile, we have atomraptors going back in. And yeah, more green dragon grinding here.
Yes, it's looking like the only grind for the brave and true comes from the green dragon, and we have a 2,200, almost 2,200 lead for DK as far as experience goes, and they're both doing the same thing. Like 2,200, that's like 14, 15 green dragons. It's got to be at least a 10-minute lead. But it looks like DK might be adventuring now.
It's about 1,800 at the moment. Now it's starting to be chipped away. But yeah, it's about, at this juncture, 12 or 13 green dragons. But DK now feels confident enough to start to press out and explore. And figures with the 81 defense and casting Repel, only 9 enemies that can be encountered on the overworld, the blue dragon being one of them. And there may, depending on the enemy, be a little bit of a walk and brawl that goes on.
Blue dragons, red dragons. Oh, whoa, was that a... Oh, that's a battle. This is a battle coming.
Oh, yeah. DK figures that the likelihood, even with all that agility of running from a red dragon, is highly unlikely. And you have a pretty good amount of attack power. Why not go for it?
And knows when it's going to die, too. decided to strike with 9 HP.
Now, that was a bit of a gamble, as that can be a bit of dodgy individuals. We do see 2 caves here on DK's side.
This looks like grave. Up and down? Nope, but
That's Mountain Cave.
That's Mountain, okay.
Yeah, we have a magic key up top, and now is going to bonk around a little bit. Going to find the stairway here, and then there are 4 more chests in the lower level. We have a set of wings.
Torch. The necklace of death.
Normally just a cursed item in the game, but the randomizer has a tweak to it that won't be likely used at this juncture, but who knows, depending on how big of a boost the HP is later. But it gives you an additional 10 attack power, but at the cost of 25% of your max HP. And we have the fairy flute as well, so those coordinates are guaranteed to be something progressive or progress-inducing here, either the Stones of Sunlight or Erdrick's Token.
Yep, they are progression. Having the harp, we're now going to get the Staff of Grain. Which kind of just jumps DK even further in the lead, if you ask me. Because while Atomraptors does have the harp, it's not traded in. He still has to find that cave and do it. Ooh, and we have P-Town.
The town of Rimmildar, where you can purchase keys if you didn't have access to them, or if you weren't keeping track of them and ran out. You have a torch in Rimmildar.
Also, if you're playing vanilla. But if you're playing vanilla, I think we might need a psychiatric evaluation for you. I'll do it for free. So a little bit northwest looks like to be our coordinates.
Atomraptors is heading... Okay, this is a dead end over here, but Charlock wasn't too terribly far from Cole, if I recall correctly. There's Breckenary, and DK pops in and pops right back out. Oh yes, and there was much rejoicing. Yay. And there's the overworld item. It is the Stones of Sunlight.
Of course, in the 100 years since Dragon Warrior 3, there have been more than one Stone of Sunlight, so now they've become the Stones.
Now Atomraptors doubling back to Garenham.
Well, DK defeats another dragon, and oh, whoa, we're about 500 away? 570? Is it 9775 or
9750? It's a level 16.
And that's when that stop spell, that all-important stop spell, will actually be gained.
As, yeah, that Axe Knight, problematic, and I believe, was that a hurt or hurt more spell that wasn't... Yes, we did see Tablet. It had a Curse Belt underneath Tantagel.
And I'm usually facetious when stop spell is the last spell, but I mean, for what we've seen with the enemies that we're going to expect in Sherlock, we're going to want that stop spell. You're going to want to be at 16. You don't want that spike tile to be an axe knight that puts you to sleep and just clubs you to death. You want to have some defense against that.
Both runners now with the same idea, just having a little bit more of a challenge venturing around, as atomraptors now going to take on the red dragon.
We have a stone man on DK's side who wakes up right away. You silly stone man, just stay asleep so he can kill you.
Yeah, I think that Schmeik, our tracker, has pretty much nailed it down here, is that the huge help has been having Erdrick's armor that was in the town of Cole.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was found at this point about 38 minutes ago. And atomraptors has still not found Cole as of yet.
And it's just going back, looks like going back to grind on that green dragon down in Swamp.
Going right back in. Figures, okay, 15 isn't enough. I've been dying a bit. Let's see if we can get to 16. Maybe there's a big HP boost there. But we'll find out as DK takes out the blue dragon for 180 experience. And there's the big boost. 23.
It still only brings you to 89, which isn't really enough. But it's better than nothing.
It isn't enough for the Dragon Lord, but it is enough to be able to handle some of these more challenging enemies like a red dragon, like an armored knight. You can actually do a full heal more and actually get value out of it.
And we see it starting already. The heal walk also has to help immensely. We have Hawksness.
So this could be the last piece of the puzzle.
A dragon of green.
So either grind spot is the way to go.
But where would the last piece of the puzzle be? In Grave?
If it's not here, then yes, but it is here.
The sacred amulet has been found. And why not grind to level 17 while we're here? Because we still don't have the hit points.
Well, I mean, the resources are kind of low anyway, so this will more than likely be a send back here.
If you can get a couple hundred on the way back, that kind of helps you out, though, doesn't it?
Oh, of course, yeah. This is purely a, let's try to get a couple of these green dragons, get another couple hundred experience, and when I'm out of resources, just take the death warp, head back to the castle. Not too far from it, we saw the Rainbow Drop Cave.
Yep. So it's time. It looks like it's time for DK to turn in and then figure out what level to go on. Because it looks like 16 is not going to be enough.
Yeah, that's probably the plan, is to get the Rainbow Drop and then go back to Garenham, which isn't too far away, and go after more green dragons.
Now, when you already have 129, considering you may get one or two, at least one or two, like attack points on the next level, how much HP do you want? I've seen people go on 89, so it's like crazy to me, but still. we have a rainbow drop.
Usually in those instances, the attack power is at least 10 to 12 higher than what it is here. It's usually in the upper 130s, maybe even low 140s, maybe even a little more than that. So that way you can minimize the number of attacks that you have on the Dragon Lord and go from there. Because there's a lot of MP, maybe there's a bit more variance there. But at the immediate moment, from what we see here at level 16, 129 attack, you're looking at a damage range of 7 to 14, which would be 16 attacks on the Dragon Lord. You don't have enough with the HP. You're probably going to have double heal mores in there, so it's clearly not enough. As we do have a raid here. Welcome on in those from the Owl's Nest official.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
So I've noticed. But yes, welcome into, we are about 70 minutes into this Dragon Warrior Randomizer race. This is game 1 of a best of 3 in the round of 16 between dk9146 and atomraptors. Alongside Oog37, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and this is a starting to grow lead here for dk9146, and the main factor here was DK finding Erdrick's armor, over 40 minutes ago. And atomraptors has still not found it in the town of Cole.
Atomraptors has still not found the town of Cole. But yes, so we have a rainbow drop on DK's side. We have only a harp on Atomraptor's side. The lopsidedness is starting to show itself.
Oh, Atomraptors had a bit of a hiccup there and went 5 south and 78 east, as opposed to 5 north.
Ouch.
A constant confusion, as she will tell you where she is, Princess Gwaelin, that is, in relation to you, because with her, it's all about her. That's why she tells you, but thou must. You know, she kind of forces you into doing everything that she wants.
For the females in the audience, this is not a reflection of you. You are all wonderful people, and we love you. But it is a reflection of Gwaelin. That everything for
yeah, who gave that indication? I'm merely referring.
I'm just making sure nobody takes their mind and goes running with it. That does happen.
From what I've seen with a lot of these things, your mind runs like Forrest Gump. We do have a question in chat. Can it be elaborated how the coordinates are relevant in the race? So there is a potential item in the overworld when coordinates are given. It can be one of, I believe, 6 different things. It could be Erdrick's sword, Erdrick's armor, the silver harp, stones of sunlight, Erdrick's token, fairy flute, or death necklace. That'd be 7 things.
And most of those are something you either want to have or would be good to have for the final battle with the Dragon Lord. Some of them are absolute to open up the way to the Dragon Lord, and some of them are luxury items that make things easier for the Dragon Lord.
And in trying to remember, I looked away from the screen, and level 17 is definitely go mode, as we have 3 strength, 0 agility, 57 hit points, and 5 magic points. So 17 is without question the go level, and you can see dk9146 already bolting toward Charlotte Castle.
Adam found himself in Mountain Cave. Finds a torch. the necklace. Now, is he going in with all 113 MP? DK.
Yes.
A fairy flute has been collected by atomraptors. Let's see how this goes for him. Ooh, golems have hurt more.
And despite a fairly high chance to run, a couple of run blocks here from the golem. This is where the game decides to pretty much negate agility, and that's where the meme of agility being just a number comes from, because in theory, you should have a higher chance to run from a lot of these enemies than you seem to within the castle.
Or get back attacked by them as well.
And you can see here that sleep spell, we did give warning about the Axe Knights in here, and already DK having to burn a heal more.
And being blocked 3 times by the Axe Knights. After being back attacked to sleep. The exploration difference is huge because Erdrick's armor has been found. And you don't have to worry about a swamp in your way. That's what I'm thinking, Schmike.
Yeah, those swamp tiles, every one that you walk over, it does 2 hit points of damage, as opposed to with Erdrick's armor, it negates that swamp damage, and every step that you take, you are healing a hit point. And now it looks like Adam is in the right spot and does pick up the Stones of Sunlight.
Just needs to find the token now.
And yeah, good point in chat as well that this was a unique seed with a long required mid-game grind due to very low HP in that middle portion, and pretty back-ended HP, as we see here going from level 16 to 17. There's a 57 HP gain. I mean, and our runners, I think, had to get to level, 13 to have 57 HP?
Yeah, absolutely. No, the HP have been so backloaded. And just look at atomraptors at 16 and the DK at 17, and you will see how backloaded this HP actually is.
Yeah, 80 HP in the last 2 levels, from 15 to 17.
We are on the basement.
DK, oh, that's right, because it was 23 from level 15 to 16, so yeah, a gain of 80 HP, yeah. It's 66 max HP at 15, and it has jumped up 80 between 15 and 17.
You're almost at Death Necklace and like memeing the Dragon Lord with 142.
It is a possibility, and I mean, it might make for a slightly quicker fight, but you may also have a lot more doubles with it. At this point, 8 to 16, you're looking at 14 attacks without the Death Necklace.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just said memeing. It's just pure memes. Nobody in a race is going to put on the Death Necklace when they have 8 to 16 in a trade. That's for triples. It's just silly.
Well, you might have a good chance. Yeah, I mean, it does take 4 swings off of the average here, as it's 3 swings. Yeah, it's 14 with the without the Death Necklace, 11 with. You're doing 10 to 21 damage with the Death Necklace on, and that HP being as high as it is, you may still get double attacks.
Well, with that HP being as high as it is, you're looking at least 104, 105. So let's see if it goes on before the fight.
No doubt about it.
So that Dragon Lord 1 is being Death Necklaced.
Oh, yeah, it changes it to an average of a 3-shot as attacking for 44. It's kind of in the mid-range as it's 26 to
89 didn't
52.
do it. 89 didn't do it, but thankfully it was that wonderful stop spell for the second spell from the Dragon Lord 1.
All right,
I'll
no
do
back
numbers.
attack. Let's see here. 16 to start.
I'll do numbers.
Go for it. Atomraptors picking up the token in Hawksness.
31. Oh, sorry, 33. 49. 64.
Yeah, barring a miss menu, this is this is free.
Oh, 83. $94. 106. 122. 138. 49. This next one should be get your GGs out in chat. And get your GGs out in chat as DK kills the Dragon Lord, gets the balls of light, and is headed back home.
Pretty academic, and level 17 was the play, and yeah, just that differential of Atomraptors not
Finding coal.
having
Not
found the
finding
town of Coal, and I mean, at this point, DK having found Erdrick's armor 53 minutes earlier and counting.
Hey man, how about having found Erdrick's armor alone at this point?
Well, yeah, that's the. I mean, that's the long and the short of it. That Erdrick's armor find, that was your to take something from you folks north at the border. That was your TSN turning point. That was the major difference. That's what allowed more exploration for DK. That's what allowed the ability to endure a little bit more levels, having that higher defense. Oh, this might be Garen's grave over here.
Which has proved to be useless.
Oh no, that's the Vanilla Stones cave. And it just has some gold.
And Raptor's still doing it though. Still going. Still pushing.
Perhaps hasn't... there doesn't look like there's been any indication that Atomraptors has seen the race room.
No, not yet.
But we are joined by our victor, dk9146. Congratulations and GG.
GG's.
Thanks. That was a hilarious level 17.
Oh my goodness, what were you thinking going into level 16 with only getting like 5 to 5.5 HP at a time? Like, were you just waiting for the shoe to drop, or it's like at some point they gotta give us some HP?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was a believer when I picked up the death necklace with like 40 HP or whatever we had when I found it, but I held onto that death necklace and the game rewarded me at the end.
And you put it on before the Dragon Lord 1 fight. 1 second, before I continue, we do have a forfeit from Atom Raptor at 123.49. Can we get our GGs out in chat for Atom Raptors? And so what made you put it on before the DL1 fight?
I was out of herbs and I was not even close to being max HP. It's the smart play when you're in that position, if you want to use it.
No problem.
So Atom Raptors will be joining us in a second. The main factor in what had gone on here was, I think it was around the 28 or 29 minute mark. You had found Cole and found Erdrick's armor. Atom Raptors never did find Cole.
Oh, that's brutal. Man, and I had seen it earlier too. I had died to a golem just shy of it, and then I think it took about another 5 minutes to get back down that way. I mean, heck, I saw a cave south of Sharlock I never even went back to because I didn't need to. He was either the other end of Swamp or Grave or Freebie Cave. I don't think I saw that either.
Freebie Cave was way out to the east. That was not too long ago found by Atom Raptors, and I believe just south of Sharlock was the south end of Swamp Cave. Grave wasn't found by either of you, and it turned out to not be a factor as we have Atom Raptors joining us here. Gallant effort. I think the long and the short explanation of this was Erdrick's armor was in Cole, and DK found it about the 28 or 29 minute mark, or I should say acquired it, found the town about 5 minutes earlier, died to a golem, but acquired it around the 28 minute mark, and that was when the parodies started to split off.
Where was Cole? Like I never found it. Was it in like through one of the Red Dragon zones, like by maybe Garanham?
It was like, my maps are terrible. It was slightly west of where that mountain and Staff Cave were.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I came at that from the north and started my thing. So I actually never found it. I thought the seed was super volatile. I'm like, I could either win this thing by 20 minutes or lose this thing by 50 minutes or whatever. And turns out the latter was true.
No, that's how I felt. I mean, when you have low HP, I kept trying to find a zone to grind, and I just couldn't find a zone. Ultimately, as soon as I saw the Green Dragon, I said, as soon as I have any type of defense, I'm coming right back to the Green Dragon. And then I got the armor in Cole, and I lived on the Green Dragon. And I think I finally went out when we got into the 60s on HP. And then, just so you're aware, level 17 came with 57 HP.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I was like maybe a couple hundred experience from level 17.
You were 290.
Yeah, I stayed on the Green Dragon without defense, died a bunch of times. Like I took a ton of terrible deaths because there's no zone to grind on. The Green Dragons were dangerous at like 30 something HP for like 5 levels. Yeah, I mean obviously it's just an armor diff here. Just never found it. Yep. Easy as that.
We're being told by our tracker here, southwest of Mountain Cave, southeast of Garanham. That's around where Cole was.
And hey, let's put it this way, Atom Raptors. You and DK were both doing the exact same thing. You were both just laying into those dragons, the green dragons in Swamp. He just had the armor, and it was just easier to heal and easier to get more.
Oh yeah, I was like, if there's something around and I'm not finding it, like, so I actually just, even without the armor, my exploration, I just didn't start until like level 16, I think, or 15, level 15, and just like, yep, I can't beat a red dragon, and there are a million around. Every time I was trying to explore like 5 steps, it was just like, yep, red dragon time. So, yep, this all makes sense.
And this is only game 1. I mean, you guys are going to have 2 more great games, because I was going to say that can we get a link for our racers out here? And if you have not followed DK and Atom Raptors, please do so. It just makes our community better. We do have a 4-way going on. Very, very, like right now on DWR. So I want to ask a couple of more questions and then we're going to send them there. What are you guys looking forward to in the next race?
HP.
Erdrick's armor.
Great things to look forward to. I'm not gonna fall. Burgundy, do you have anything else?
No, I think that's going to pretty much do it here. I mean, you both went through a bit of an ordeal here tonight, a kind of choke point midway grind that kind of forced you into finding something in the 8 to 13 level range at least, and a lot of backloaded HP. And yeah, it looks like game 2 is going to be tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. So just a 22 and a half hour turnaround, and you're right back at it for game 2.
And right
Schedule up
now,
on the screen.
right now on Dragon Warrior Randomizer, we have Arm Poly versus EMP and Scarlet Shadow versus Ziggy. So that is where we are going to go. Let's everyone give a nice big cheer once we get to that race. And on behalf of the people behind the scenes, for Schmike, our tracker, thank you very much. Give Schmike a follow. Our restreamer, High Spirits, give him a follow. So much great stuff done behind the scenes to get all of this stuff out to you. For Ferran Burgundy, one of the best commentators on any game that he knows anything about, you need to follow this man and see what he plays. For our runners, DK and atomraptors, of course, we need the follows there. And let's go enjoy this quad race that we're seeing right now, just about to reach the 30-minute mark.